Hello, 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 all my machine heads, and welcome back to the channel, everyone. We have made some changes to the farm. As you can see, we've gotten rid of all our baling equipment. Fury did some money figuring. Apparently, oh yes, you can. Let's put these over here. And I found out that it's cheaper to, gotta wait for that, to do the grass this way and without bales. And I decided to put a silage bunker. We got rid of the sheds here and we put our manure extension in, and Fury's trying to get this field over here harvested before it rains. As you can see up in the right hand corner, I've played a little bit ahead. It was about 10:30 in the morning, so I've played about 4 hours in game ahead to get this going. I've also made a couple of decisions that I'm going to either do a time lapse every other one, or I'm going to sorry, as I clear my throat, or I'm going to play off camera quite a bit until we get a map that we can settle in on, because I like this map, but I'm not going to, here so it's a little more quiet. I'm not going to stay on this map. Nobody ever stays on the maps that they come up with. So we'll play it until the new maps start coming. I mean, people on the websites out there are making maps, but I don't want to jump all over them yet because they're still like version 1, and I'm sure people are still figuring out how to do maps. I also downloaded the vehicle control add-on so that we can have GPS. Right now I'm just kind of driving in here. But the next pass we'll go over and we'll do it. Other than that, that's pretty much where we left off on. In fact, I may just harvest this field by hand. So be aware that for a while, I probably will do a time lapse every other one, which will allow me to move it ahead. It'll still be a half-hour video, 25-30-minute video, but I can play like 2 hours, and if we're playing times 2 speed, it'll allow me to go ahead, then come on every other one and do my narration until we find a map. Once we find a map that we all love and Fury falls in love with it and we go from there, then we'll go from there. What else had happened today? Spent the better part of most of the day watching football today, so that was pretty cool. And I buzzed over. I saw a couple people streaming. Danny Beats was streaming today. I stopped in to say hi to him. So that's what happened. Most of my day was pretty relaxing. Let's see if this works. Yep. Perfect. And away we go. Now look, no hands. I wish you guys could see. No hands. So now I can just use it by camera and move it around and not have to worry about driving. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic. Let's see here. Let's load up our trivia, get that going. Give me 1 second while I get it off my phone. What happened? Oh, I'm full. Give me 1 second while I destroy all my crops here. All right, what are we on? Number 3? Let's see. I don't think you guys will get that. Okay. Ready? Here goes our trivia for today. During which Chinese dynasty was the Great Wall of China built? During which Chinese dynasty was the Great Wall of China built? Let's see who gets it. Ready? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And go. And we'll go over here. I heard that there is an update coming soon. From what I heard, I was like, why am I not cutting anything? And then, but it's going to fix a lot of the volumes of the tractor. It's going to fix a lot of the bugs that we are having right now. Like that little thing that's going up through there. See that? Spraying out everywhere. Is that a game breaker? No. The volume of the vehicles is, though. Because I know for a fact that a lot of my subscribers want to hear the volume of the tractors. I mean, I usually have mine really low anyways. So, how was everybody's Sunday today? I don't record on Sunday. So it's officially right now a Monday. I'm recording this at about 12:39 a.m. So it's officially Monday. I held my promise to my wife. I did not record anything on Sunday, but now that it's Monday, I'm recording it. Let me back up here and get us going back on the GPS. It's so much easier. I mean, and it came with the game. With the vehicle control add-on, so I didn't have to download a separate GPS mod. It's really cool. So what you do is it automatically does it. You download the vehicle control add-on through GitHub. And once it's downloaded, you have a whole bunch of different, let me show you here. You hit left control and C, and you'll bring up all of your developmental controls for vehicle control add-on. Your interior camera rotation you can put on, exterior camera, look backwards on the inside. Any of you who've played that before, so basically if I back up, if I'm inside, it'll automatically look behind me. If you're outside, it'll automatically go behind you. It's kind of neat, actually. It tells you right here your steering, your adaptive steering, your snap angle. It automatically detects the width of your implement anyways. That's why it says 5 here, because I have a 5-meter header on here. And if it doesn't, you can put in, like if it's a 4.5, it'll always round up. So you can put in 4.5 and all that stuff. And you go down here like this, and it tells you your all-wheel drive. You can have that on. You can put up your settings for like your transmission, your HUD. You could turn this off and it won't show your HUD over here in the corner. Differentials and hired workers, you could turn that on and he'll use the worker will use the differentials, all that stuff. And then you can, if you want to, as you can see, it's set up for my controller. So when I first get in the vehicle, all I have to do is hit X and it will automatically detect the width. So that's why it's all set up for that. Then what you do is you hit Control W. Okay, it'll turn it blue, the lines, as you can see. Let me go that again. Left Control W turns the lines. It resets it. See how the line is blue? Right in front of me. Now if I hit left Control W again, it turns it on. See how it turns it red? Now I just hit my cruise control button and away I go. It's really, really simple. You don't have to put in a course. You don't have to do all that stuff again to get set up with it. It's all hands-free. I'm moving this with just the joystick now because I went through and I set up my second joysticks as my actual joystick, not my controller joystick, but my actual, I have a airplane joystick because I play Flight Simulator too. I set that up and this is how I'm looking around with the joystick. So now I can talk and I can go through all the motions. As you can see, what's going to happen now is because I did that line by hand, I was not straight. This will give me a absolutely straight line. Now, if you look above the, if you look right above the speedometer where it says 180 degrees by 180, now watch what happens, which means I don't have it set right now. So this is kind of just staying straight because I'm leaving it alone. But let me get up to the next thing here, and I'll show you what it does when it locks it in. I wanted to give that experiment to show you guys what it was like to not have it on So you get lined up where you want to, right? This is all you got to do. I usually back up just a little bit so I can see the line. Now you see how it turned green? And it says angles negative 0.05 meters, which means now it's absolutely set. And I just shut it off with Control W again. Control W again. So all the control is control, left control and W. Whoops, forgot to turn my harvester on. And now it'll give me an exact straight line. See how it's right above the 3 miles an hour? It says negative 0.0/5 point meters, which is giving me a 5 meter thing, and it's locked in. Now I can play around and do what I need to do. And it'll give me an absolute straight line. No ifs, ands, or buts. And if I miss it, that's because I harvested last time without it on. And it's really, really, really cool because modern farming had most of the tractors, most of the harvesters all come with GPS to begin with. So being a more modern harvester, this Nova 330, it's already got it included. And so now if I go in cab, if you can see, it shows up the 0.0/5 point meters. It's all set up. And you drive around with it already in here. So once you get the vehicle control mod downloaded, you're already in. You're good. You're golden. It's already set up. If you want to do an angle, you reset it to where it turns the line blue. You angle your harvester, your implement the way you want it, and then you hit left control W again, and it'll set it the way you want it. It's a smart way to do it instead of an actual GPS mod. And you don't have to set up a course and all that stuff. And from what I heard too today, the course play's coming. I usually speed up here so that I can get the straw swath. Now it will shut off automatically when you turn. Now you see how the lines are red? You look over in the green field. You see how the lines are red now? Now I don't know what the button configuration is on console, or if you guys can have it if it's PC only. But I do know for PC it's left control W. It lights it up in green, and away I go. So it's really simple for those of you. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's coming to console or not. I really don't know, guys. I have to be very, very honest with that. I'm not quite sure. So I don't want to put it out there that you guys can have it. You can do this. I'm mainly right now talking to the PC players, and we'll go. But I think because the game is going to be cross-platform, they're still rolling it out, guys. So be patient. Many of you are doing a lot of multiplayer stuff too, but I'm assuming you're both either on console or both on PC. But when it does become cross-platform, I'm assuming, you know what they say about assuming, that it's going to have to be both, because if a PC player is running the server and a PS4, PS5, or Xbox One or Xbox Next Gen comes out and wants to play on the same server as me, he has to have the same mods. So you would think that they work the same way. So I don't know how that's going to work. I will definitely give more information on that. But you can see now, look at the header. How much by harvesting by myself, see how much I missed? You realize now when you're absolutely going straight, how much you actually miss. There's also quite a bit of weeds in this field too. Shut your harvester off, turn around the corner. See now on the road? Now, if I want to turn that, you go under the settings, left control C, and you bring up and you put snap angle and you click it, and it will flip it back the other way. So if you're going and trying to do headlands, you can absolutely create a field and make it absolutely square. Turn my harvester on. Left control W, lock it in. Hit my cruise control, and off I go. And that's how she rolls. But like I said, guys, and girls, and anybody else who's watching this, I'm going to push this series just a little bit faster than I normally would. I've got to get some episodes so we can feel like we're moving. I don't want 30. Now, if we were on a map like Meadow Grove Farm, where I knew it was a permanent, it was my end all, and I loved it, and it was everybody felt great about it, I would definitely, I'm going to go to real time, and we're going to play like that. I may or may not continue to keep the time lapses going. As we get closer to the holidays, in my house especially, it's getting super busy. So I've got lots and lots of stuff to do with, everybody's got stuff for Christmas and presents and meals and everything else going. So as we get closer to the holidays, the time lapses are going to help me. But I'm still going to narrate. I'm still going to come on. I'm still going to talk. We're still going to have our trivia. But I'm going to have to type out the trivia question, I think. But that way I can keep the series moving. And it's like I'm filming episode 6 right now, and we're still in day 1. We're running 28-day months, which is absolutely the most extreme you can do. And I don't want to have you guys, if I was running at 1x speed like we were running, it would have been 24 episodes for one day, and then times that by 28 days. That gets to be a little bit, that's, let's see. You figure 30. Let's round it up an even number. 30 episodes times 30 days. That's what, 900 episodes for 1 year. At that point in time, it's just too much. So that's why I'm going to start pushing it. But when we find a series that we really like, I might cut down the days, because if we're going to play 1x speed and it takes me 24 episodes to get through one 12-hour period, I might just go 3-day seasons like we were on Meadow Grove. So then it's like 100 episodes per season, which makes a little bit more sense. But that's why I went to 2x speed. Now, if you guys want, I'm going to give you guys the option. If you want, I can up the time scale to ×5 and then play up in here for 30 minutes, and we get through a little bit. It'd be like 2.5 hours during the day. But I'm trying to keep it as real as I can, I don't want to go crazy fast. So, but, and the other thing I didn't understand is, when we had seasons in 19, it would give me a daily total, which this one does too. As soon as I get done with this pass here, I want to go with you guys, and I want to look at the weather. There's a bug too, that no matter, I'm from the States, and we go by Fahrenheit, and every time I switch to Fahrenheit, when I save the game and come back, it switches automatically to Celsius, and it's like whatever. So after a while, you just are like, whatever. Is it game breaking? No. So let's go into the weather. See how it switched back to Celsius? But it only gives me, well, actually, no. Right up next to the time. I was mistaken. I apologize. 3 o'clock, it's sunny. 6 o'clock, it's sunny. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I forgot it's military time. So at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's sunny. 6 o'clock, it's still sunny. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry, I said that twice. 1800 is 6 o'clock, sorry, and 1900 is 7. So then we're going to get rain from 5, 6, and 7 at night. And the temperature, if you notice, that's why it's going to go down. It's going to really drop. And then we're going to have to go from there. And I think, look at this. I didn't even know that. So it's going to rain from 5, 6, 7, and then at 8, it'll stop raining. It'll just be cloudy. 9, it'll be cloudy. And then all day, all the way up till 2 a.m., it's going to start being nice again. I didn't even know that. My apologies, everyone. I didn't even know. Okay, so Fury learned something. All right. That's why I tell you guys, I leave everything in. Turn my equipment on. Left control W. Cruise control, and off I go. Oh, I tell you, as a content creator, this is nice. So, when I'm plowing at 2 miles an hour, I don't have to worry about steering and doing, like, you know how you guys always know, like Fury always tells you guys, you know, I can't do two things at once. I have to stop and concentrate on what I'm doing. Now I can stay in the situation that I'm in and the conversation that I'm in, that sort of thing. Keep in mind too that I will be starting in my server with Danny Beats and possibly Russell, and maybe there was one guy that did the detailed conversation of the Reds, and I can't remember his name, but I tell you, Russ just told me who he was. He's a pretty famous YouTuber. I've watched many of his videos. I would like to get him in on it too if he wants to. He wants to get in on it. The more the merrier. But I want to get on. I really, really, really want to get on a logging map. I really do. I want to get on one where everybody's got a little corner market of their logs, and they clear it out, and they make their own fields, and they build their own farm. And oh, which reminds me, I had to go onto Farmer Klein's video and find out how to do the manure for the cows. I kept using the regular manure thing that it said. It kept saying, you know, oh, well, just place this close to the farm. I placed, and I was like, I would test and test and test and test, and no manure, no manure. So during Farmer Klein's stream tonight, I finally asked, I was like, so how does this work? He's like, oh, you got to use the manure. So let me show you guys. To get manure from your cows or pigs, I think it's pigs. Don't quote me on that, but let's go into construction. Oh, which reminds me also, I filled up their straw, and I filled up their Total Mix ration. I just bought a whole bunch of bales. That's why we're down almost $200,000, because I bought a whole bunch of bales, and I bought a straw blower, and I bought a, what do you call it there, Total Mix ration wagon. And it took, look at 37,000 liters of straw and 59,000 liters of Total Mix ration. Now, I don't know if that lasts a month or if that lasts a whole year. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to go down, and we're going to go all the way to this. Where's our... Oh, duh. There we go. This construction. Now, if you're building your cows, I found this out today. You're going to go under animals. Okay, and you here's your pens. Put your pen down. Then you're going to go back to buildings, and you're not going to go to silos. Do not use this manure heap where it says just place next to the farm. No, you're going to go under silo extensions, and you're going to scroll over, and you're going to use this one, the manure heap extension. Put it close to your farm or your pen, whether it's on the outside or I've got mine. Let me run over here real quick before our time runs out. Look how nice that corn looks. Nope. Nope. Once that gets a second one, I'll stack it. Okay, so now I can get this one. This was huge. Like, this is huge. I don't know how well I can stack these. Whoops. Oh, yeah, you can get really in depth with it. Okay, so you're going to put your manure heap, that extension, anywhere around your pen. I've got mine out here. And as you can see, it's working. We've got 86 liters of manure. So as long as it's close, and I've also got the Place Anywhere mod. So, because if you try to put this anywhere like close to it without the Place Anywhere mod, it will say, oh, overlaps. And I forgot I didn't leave enough room here. I was going to put it here, but you can put it around your fence. You can put it next to your slurry if you wanted. You can put it right next to your, like with this. But download the Place Anywhere mod so that you can get it as close as you want without it overlapping. And then it'll work. It'll collect it. It takes a while. We also have, I think, milk coming. Yep, we have 18 liters of milk. Woohoo! But we're producing milk because I bought the year-old. And that's just about it. These, what are these? These strawberries. So it makes sense you can pick it up because it's only 165 kilograms. I don't know how much that is in American weight, but these strawberries produce a lot faster than the, what is this? Tomatoes? Yeah, it looks like tomatoes. I always wait for a second one because I don't want it to, I'm sure someone's going to come out with auto loads and all that stuff. I just want to do it by hand. But allowing us to pick them up is super sweet. See, it only has 44 in that one, so it's got a while yet. And I went ahead and I bought the Pottinger Boss Alpine 251. It holds 31,000, just like 19. And the other thing I want to try in next episode is on our, not so much the wheat. But this has got stubble, and I know I saw videos where you can mow this down. I want to try that first. And that's it. I think we'll get her lined up, and then I think we'll wrap it up at 3:30. And I think there's got to be a way to turn the 24-hour clock off too, right? Even though I know what military time it is, Now you see, now I left the vehicle, and I got back in it, and now I can get set up. I can hit control, left control, W, turns it blue, and now I'm set. See how it lights it up? You got to look right above the speedometer, you have to get that to turn green. Hit my cruise control, and it will now go where I need it. As long as it's green, as long as that's lit up in green over here, then you're locked in. If it's not lit up in green, you'll just drive all over the place. So be very careful with that. But this stubble here, I saw a couple of videos by Mr. Seeley P that said you can mow this down. I think you can mulch it. But I'm going to research it because I'm going to do that on my time lapse, I think, once I'm done harvesting. We started harvesting at 10:30 in the morning. So I played 1 hour first, and then I went and had my dinner, my supper, and then I came back and I played another hour and a half. So I've been harvesting for in-game, I played 2.5 hours times 2 speed. So it was about 4.5 hours we've been harvesting this field. So it's a little bit more realistic at times 2 speed, I think. But just bear with me, like I said, please, just continue to like and subscribe, and, make sure you guys are sharing the videos. But don't get upset because I'm not coming on and narrating it. Just understand that we're doing it because the holidays, and I love this map, absolutely love it. But it's a starter map, and we all know that. It's not anything, never, ever, ever for any content creator is permanent. Everybody knows that. We all get our... like in 19, we got Felsburn, and we got the other American map there, but we all played it for just a little bit. But once the map started dropping, people started going all over the place. You see how the lines are red now? Because it's set up. All I have to do is hit left control W, and it'll lock it right in for me. And then we're ready, and I can just jump back in and do it all over again. But the other thing is, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it. I may have. The new patch is coming. We all knew it was coming, and it's going to fix a lot of the bugs. So we're going to be on version 1.01 very, very soon here. I would say probably the end of this week. Definitely before Christmas, and it'll be all set up, and they'll be fixing a lot of stuff. And from what I understand, Giants really listens to their... I bought the mowers, but they're back at the... I bought... You can see I bought mowers. The Kuhn GMD front mower and the side mower. Because after we get this harvested, then we're going to go through and we're going to mow around our edges and get some hay. We're going to... See, the thing about it, though, is that bunker silo takes hay or grass. So we're just going to make hay, and then one's going to go in the bunker silo and one's going to go in our actual silo. And on that note, everyone... Please, Look after yourselves, look after each other, and most importantly, look after each other's family. Please, please, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're filming this. And as usual, Fear Machine will catch everyone on the flip side.